Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So I jacked up my 3.5 millimeter jack for my cell phone, and I can't use like my lavalier mic or my uh, my other mic here, which is a shotgun one that I plug in there, because you get the. So I'm trying this Bluetooth uh, wireless mic, and it's making my shirt look like it's jacked up. But here's the thing: I'm wearing Cowboys gear. You can't throw away cowboy. You just can't throw away cowboy gear. It's just not allowed. You can't do it. You later literally have to let it just like evaporate. Let's let it become part of the ether and just go away. You know, that's why I never throw away none of my cowboy stuff. It's you just can't. It's sacrilegious. So tonight, our live stream coming up in 3 hours and 15 minutes from now. 3 hours and 15 minutes. We got a lot to talk about. We've got, of course, Tyron Smith, who's got, neck issues, and we'll get into that in a second. We've got, is this like do or die for the Dallas Cowboys? Oh, and we got Mike Fisher. We're going fishing with Mike Fisher tonight, and we got a whole bunch of subjects we're going to be covering with him as well, as we try and divulge into the Dallas Cowboys and figure out what's what, who's who, and is it time to worry? Um, so actually, he just sent me. Okay, I got. You know how I'm technology challenged. Mike Fisher's technology challenged as well too. So what we're gonna do, we got to help him through getting it on here. We're trying to do a dual stream, so that way he's got it on his channel and I have it on my channel. We both do a live stream at the same time. We'll work on that. But right now, Tyron Smith hurt his neck in practice. Not a game, not a game now. We're talking about practice. And Stephen Jones, and I always say pay attention to Stephen Jones and what he says. Stephen Jones is talking to the G-Bag Nation, okay? Ask about the possibility of Connor Williams. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Let's back it up for a minute. Tyron Smith is listed as questionable and will be a game time decision for the Cowboys. So this is where we got problems. Now, if you watch the Joe Boo Sports Report on a regular basis, you know earlier in this week I was talking about the possibility, because I was thinking Steele, who is a rookie, undrafted free agent, starting at tackle. And my question is, how come we didn't shuffle the line some to try and get the best players out there? Because I said Connor Williams, he always wanted to play tackle, right? You slide him over there, maybe you bring in Connor McGovern at guard. We discussed, you remember that. We discussed that here earlier this week, because you want to have ultimately the best 5 players out there. You don't want to switch, but remember I used the example of Raleigh McKenzie from the Washington football team, who could basically play any of those positions. And sometimes they say, okay, you're better at guard than you are at tackle. Let's take the guard, move about to tackle, and so on. And sometimes you have to do that. And if you're a really good offensive lineman, you understand playing different positions. You think about where Lyle Collins started out at guard, then he's a tackle and things like that. So he was asked about the possibility. Stephen Jones, see, he was asked. I would have asked him, if I had access like that, I would have asked him as well. Maybe I'd ask Mike Fish. Maybe that's what we do in the future. We ask questions for Stephen Jones and see if Mike Fisher will do them for us. You think he'll do? Yeah, he won't. He won't say. Mark Holmes from Joe Boo Sports Report, Stephen, wants to ask you something. I don't think that'll happen. I don't. But you never know. Stephen Jones, talking on G-Bag Nation, was asked about the possibility of Connor Williams kicking out to offensive tackle, and he said all options are on the table once injuries start to pile up. He mentioned Connor and Zach, offensive guard, offensive tackle, flexibility, specifically. So David Hausman's basically asked the question, or is following up on the question that was asked. And that's the thing I said. You look at this, you don't want to say, okay, I'm going to keep everybody else in the same position. I'm going to keep Connor Williams here, and I'm going to have Steele over on that side, and then I'm going to bring in somebody else that has no experience on the other side. You don't want to have 2 guys. You want to bring in as much and the best players that you have across the board to try and help you out. If you don't, man, we don't want to have, oh my God, a Claiborne situation with Chaz Green. We definitely need to take care of tackle. But, Tyron Smith is a warrior. Tyron Smith is one of those guys that, he's got to really be hurting not to be out there on the field. So, excuse me. I think I just swallowed a gnat. Oh, oh, could have put a little salt on him or something. Oh, ah. All right, we will talk to you guys a little bit later. Hopefully, we'll get some good news by Sunday on that situation. And I see my wife she's right there. She's right there. She's looking at me and saying, "You got to go it's time to go for a walk, okay?" And I'm like a puppy dog. No, I'm almost there. See, look, I'm like a puppy dog. Can we go for a walk? Okay, all right. So we've had our laughs. All right, see you tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. 9 o'clock. Mike Fisher will be joining us. We're going fishing. See you soon.